Hello everyone, welcome back to Think Lab by Saurabh. So in today's video, we are going to understand one of the most important concepts in artificial intelligence. The topic is how GPT generate the next tokens. So many people think GPT write entire sentence at once. That is not true. GPT generates only one token at a time. So then it's repeat the same process again and again. So this is called the autoregressive text generation. So let's understand the complete process step by step. Step one, user prompt. So everything start with the prompt. A prompt is simply the input given by the user. For example, artificial intelligence is or explain the machine learning. So at this stage, GPT receives the only text. It does not understand the word like human do. So the first task is to convert into the text into the something computer can process. The step two is the tokenization. So the text is divided into the smaller pieces that is called the tokens. So a token may be a complete word, maybe the part of word or number, even the punctuation. For example, artificial intelligence is amazing. So may become the artificial intelligence is amazing, or like each token is assigned a unique numerical ID. So the model never work directly with the text. So it only work with the token ID. So tokenization makes the text understandable for the neural network. Step number three, token embedding. So now its token ID is converted into the vector and the vector is called embedding. So an embedding is simply a list of number and these number are captured by the meaning of the tokens, right? For example, the embedding for doctor and a hospital will be closer together than the doctor and the banana. So embedding helps GPT to understand the semantic relationship. So step four is the positional encoding. So transformer process all token in a parallel. Because of this, they do not naturally know the order of words. So for example, dog bites man and man bites dog. So contain the same words, but their meaning is completely different. To solve this, GPT add the positional information. So this tells the model where each token appears in the sentence. So now the model is understand both meaning and orders, right? Step five is the transformer processing. So now the real intelligence begins the token embedding into the multiple transformer layer. So each layer contains several important components. So first component is called self-attention. So self-attention allow every token to look at the every other token and it decide which word are most relevant. And next come to the multi-headed attention, right? So different attention head learn different patterns. So some focus on grammar, some focus on meaning, and other focus on long distance relationship. So after the attention, the data passes through the feed forward network, right? So this network learns from the complex representation. So finally, the layer normalization and the residual connection stabilize the learning and improve the information flow. So this process is repeated across many transformer layer. So modern GPT model contain, different hundreds of this layer, right? Multiple hundreds of different layer. So step six is the, predicting the next token, right? That is a step six. So after processing, GPT creates a probability score for every token in its vocabulary. So a vocabulary may contain 10,000 or even hundred of thousand tokens. Suppose the prompt is artificial intelligence. So the model might be predict the transforming 42%, changing 28%, improving 15%, or helping 8%. So every token receive its probability, right? So higher the probability, the model likely GPT think that token should be come to next, right? Step seven is a decoding. So now GPT must choose one token. Several decoding methods are available. So they first is the greedy search. So they always select the highest probability token. So this produce the deterministic answer, and this step is the top of case sampling, right? So this model consider only the top k most likely token. Then it's random select one of them. So the third is the top p sampling. So this also called nucleus sampling, or instead of fixed number, it's choose from the smallest group of token whose total probability reach the threshold such as 90%. So another method is the temperature sampling. So temperature control the randomness. So a low temperature produce the focused and predictable response. High temperature produce the more and creative response. And beam search is also very important. Beam search is another strategy. So it excludes the several possible sequence simultaneously before selecting the best one. So different applications choose the different decoding strategy. Step 9 is the append the new tokens, right? That is a very important step 8. Suppose GPT select the words transforming, right? So now the sentence become the artificial intelligence is transforming. So this token is added to the existing sequence, and the updated sentence become the new input, right? Step 9 is the repeat the entire process. So GPT now repeat the same pipeline: tokenizations, embedding, positional encoding, transformer layer, probability prediction, token selection, append token, and again. So one token at a time, this continue until the process is complete. So the generation stop when an end of sequence token is produced and the maximum token limit is reached, or application stop the generations, right? So why KV catch makes GPT faster, right? So you might wonder, does the GPT recompute the everything every time? The answer is not completely. Modern GPT model use the KV cache. So what is the KV cache? So that is the key and value vectors, from the previous token that is stored in the memory. So instead of recalculating the attention for every previous token, the model reused from the cache information, right? So this is the reduce the computations, and also lower the latency and increase the inference speed. So that's why modern chatbot responds so quickly, right? So if you take the real world example, imagine typing, right? Imagine typing. What is a deep learning? So GPT predict the first token, then it predict the second token, then the third, and each prediction depend on the previous token. And the model never plan entire paragraph in advance. So it build the response one token at a time, and this teeny prediction loop happen hundred of times in a just second. Okay, so finally we are going to conclude this video. So the final takeaway from this video is GPT is the fundamentally a next token prediction model, right? GPT is fundamentally a next token prediction model, right? It's convert text into token. It's converts text into token, right? And the third one is it's transform token into embedding, and it understand the context using the transformer layer. It predict a probability distribution over the vocabulary. It select one token at a time. It's append that token. It's append that token. Then they repeat the process until the answer is complete. So this simple loop is the foundation behind the ChatGPT coding assistant, AI search engine, summarization tool, and many other AI applications. So thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, so please like the video, share with your friend, and subscribe the Think Lab by Saurabh. See you in the next video. Happy learning.